I bet you didn't know how much supervised learning shapes the world around you. Hi, I'm Pankaj Sharma, your host and AI expert for today's video. I'll be guiding you step by step through the essentials of supervised learning, making it simple and fun. Today, I'm breaking down one of the coolest and honestly most important concepts in AI supervised learning. If you're just starting out, don't worry. This is going to be simple, like explaining it to a friend over coffee. So, what is supervised learning? Think of it like teaching a kid to tell apples from oranges. You show them a bunch of labeled fruits. This is an apple, that's an orange, over and over. Eventually, even if you hand them a fruit they've never seen, they'll probably guess it right. That's supervised learning in a nutshell. You train an AI with labeled examples so it can make predictions on new data. Let's get more specific with classification. Classification is just a fancy word for sorting things into categories. One popular way to do classification is with something called a decision tree. Imagine you want to sort fruits. A decision tree asks simple questions like, is it red or is it bigger than a tennis ball? Based on the answers, it follows branches to decide if it's an apple or an orange. It's like playing 20 questions but for sorting data. Now, let's talk about the 4 main types of classification you'll see in supervised learning, each with its own real-world example. First, there's binary classification. This is when you sort things into just 2 groups, like deciding if an email is spam or not spam. Next is multi-class classification. Here you have more than 2 categories. For example, classifying fruits as apple, orange, or banana. Then there's multi-label classification. Sometimes one thing can belong to several categories at once, like tagging a photo as both beach and sunset. And finally, imbalanced classification. This is when one category is much rarer than the other, like detecting fraud, where fraudulent transactions are just a tiny fraction of all transactions. Is this photo of a cat or a dog? The AI looks at patterns in your labeled examples to learn the difference, kind of like our fruit example, but way faster and on a huge scale. Why does this matter? Because supervised learning powers so much around us, from voice assistants recognizing your commands, to your bank detecting fraud, to your phone unlocking with your face. It's all thanks to classification. So, supervised learning is your first step into an amazing world. Keep exploring, keep asking questions, and remember, every AI expert started exactly where you are right now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.